Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and have taken care of yourselves in your summer vacations. As your summer vacations are over now and we have resumed your online classes, I am Kanika Tandon and I am here with my video of English 2nd for class 7th.
According to the videos which were uploaded before summer vacations, we have completed till the explanation part of chapter number 3 and also the question answers. Alright, so in this video I'll be giving you the exercises of this same chapter. But before starting today's video, I hope that you have completed your holiday homework, the work that has already given to you, and particularly this chapter, the index questions, question answers, and also the word meanings. So let's start with the exercise of this chapter, chapter number 3. Starting with the exercise of chapter number 3, first question is on page number 47. The plot is the sequence of the events that make up a story. Complete the following sentences with close reference to the plot of Suvira. We have to complete the sentences according to the story that we read in this chapter. So first is, the narrator cursed herself for being stupid enough to volunteer to run the 800-meter race. Second, the narrator knew that by putting her in this school, her parents were putting a lot of financial pressure for them. Third one is, the narrator compared Suvira to a well-oiled machinery. Next, when the narrator drew the lane next to Suvira, she briefly considered feigning a faint. When the crowd's chant of Suvira rose to a crescendo, the narrator realized that Suvira was closing the gap between them. The climax, or the most exciting part of the plot of the story, is how Suvira was determined to win acceptance from her schoolmates. Coming on to the second one, the story is told in first person. This means the narrator is the key in the character in the story. The narrator of the story is Suvira, a student who has changed school midterm, or a student from the blue house. So it was a student who has changed the school and school midterm. Coming on to the next page, you just read a story in which a girl sprinted down a track in her old spiked shoes and went on to win the race. Given below is a table of sports mentioning where each is played and the equipment used. Complete the following table. We have to look at the table, and according to the options given, we have to complete the table. So first one is sport and first one is sport, second column is equipment, and third column is place. So first sport is cricket. So what are the equipments that are needed to play cricket? That is cricket bat, cricket ball, and wickets. And where is the place there where we can play it? That will be a field. Next one is equipment is club. So for club, what is the sport that we use club in? That will be golf. And what will be the places? Golf course. Next is shuttlecock and racket. So shuttlecock and racket are used in badminton, and places will be badminton court. Next is roller skating. For roller skating, we will be needing skates and roller blades. And where will be skating? That will be skating ring. Next is, for what sport do we use gloves? We use the gloves are used for boxing, and places will be boxing ring. Last one is tennis. For tennis, we need tennis ball and racket, and the places will be tennis court. Next exercise is on page number 49. Complete the following table using the positive, negative, and interrogative forms of the verb in keeping with tenses mentioned. So what we have to do, we have to complete the following table, and according to the tenses that are given, we have to write a sentence that has to be positive, negative, and interrogative. So positive sentence is a normal statement. A negative sentence, according to that positive sentence, is in which they show any kind of denial. Alright, and interrogative sentences are what sentences? Which tells us that the particular sentence is a question. Two things that we have to keep in our mind while we write this exercise is we always have to use full stop at the end of the sentence of every positive and negative sentence. For every affirmative and negative sentence we have to use full stop at the end of the sentence, and for interrogative we have to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Without question mark at the end of the sentence will not be considered as interrogative sentence. Next thing that we have to keep in our mind is in these sentences we have to take a reference from the positive sentence or negative sentence. If there is a dash in positive sentence, we have to take the reference of negative sentence, or if there is a dash in positive sentence or negative sentence, we have to take the reference from interrogative sentences. Alright, the sentences should be same. One has been done for you. Let's see the example first. First one is simple present. In simple present tense, they have used a sentence which is Suvira runs every day. Negative will be Suvira does not run every day, and interrogative will be does Suvira runs every day. Now next will be there is a dash in positive sentence, so we'll take the reference from negative sentence. The negative sentence is saying the students are not cheering for Suvira, so we have to change it into positive. It will be the students are cheering for Suvira, and the interrogative will be, the question will be, are the children cheering for Suvira, and question mark. Suvira has won the race. We have to write it in present perfect. Suvira has won the race. The negative sentence of this positive sentence will be Suvira has not won the race, and the interrogative will be has Suvira won the race. In present perfect continuous, the negative sentence is some students have not been preparing for the sports day. So what will be the positive sentence? That some students have been preparing for the sports day. We just have to remove not, and the sentence will be as it is. And what will be the interrogative sentence? Have some students been preparing for the sports day. Next is simple past. There is no positive sentence and no negative sentence. I mean we have to fill the positive and negative sentence, so we'll take the reference from the interrogative sentence. Did she join the new school yesterday? So in this they are asking, did she join the school yesterday? So what will be the positive sentence? She joined the new school yesterday. And negative of this positive, the negative form of this positive sentence will be she did not join the school yesterday. Next is past continuous. The girls were waiting for the race to start. The negative form of this positive sentence will be the girls were not waiting for the race to start. And the interrogative sentence will be were the girls waiting for the race to start. Next is past perfect. In this, the positive sentence is she took part in the race after she had joined the school. So negative will be she did not take part in the race after she had joined the school. And interrogative will be did she take part in the race after she had joined the school. Next is past perfect continuous. So negative is she had not been hoping to win the race. The positive form of this negative sentence will be she had been hoping to win the race. And interrogative will be had she been hoping to win the race. I'm sorry, I have not put a question mark here, so it is compulsory for you to, so I request all of you to please put it in your books. And the next two are on the next page. If you turn the page, the next is future, simple future. She will take the trophy home. The negative will be she won't take the trophy home. You can also write will not if you want, but the short form of will not is won't. So both are correct. If you write will not also, it will be correct. And interrogative will be will she take the trophy home, and question mark. Future continuous will be At 10 a.m. tomorrow, Suvira will be practicing for the next event. Negative will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Suvira will not be practicing for the next week. And interrogative will Suvira be practicing for the next event at tomorrow a.m. at 10 a.m. tomorrow and question mark. With this, let's come on to the next exercise, which is on the same page. In next exercise on the same page, page number 50, fill in the blanks by using the future perfect form of the verb given below. So in order to write a sentence in a future perfect form, we have to make sure that the sentence starts with subject plus will, have plus past participle. Alright, so by the end, first one is by the end of the June, he will have finished 12 books. Past participle means the second form of the verb. So here we will write will have finished. You have already given the verb in the bracket. The tourists will have returned to their country by the end of the week. By the time we get to the station, the train will have arrived at the platform. By the time she comes here, I will have left. When the athletic meet ends, we will have run 6 relays. The artist will have painted the mural before the exhibition opens. The children will have not reached home by the time their parents return from work. And last is, will the farmers have sown the seed by the time winter comes? So in this we have used will, have and the past participle, that is the third form of the verb. Next exercise of the same question is, use the verbs given below to frame sentences in future perfect. One has been done for you. So there are 8 words, and using these words, which are also verbs, we have to make sentences in future perfect form. So in order to make these sentences, we have to make sure that we use a subject. We use will, have plus past participle of the given verb, the third form of the verb that is given. For example, first one is learn. The third form of the verb learn is learned. So you will have learned all the verb tenses by the end of the year. These sentences will be in my next slide. Second one is paint. So he will have painted the house by next week. Third is travel. I will have traveled to London before Christmas. Next is play. I will have played my part by the time you come to the theater. Next is complete. My son will have completed his homework by evening. Next is cook. Mom will have cooked dinner by the time I reach home. Next is climb. Ramesh will have climbed the stairs before you suggest taking the elevator. And last one is go. You will have gone by the time I return from the school. These are very general sentences that I have made. You can also write the sentences of your own, but you have to make sure and you have to keep this in mind that the sentences of the meaning of the sentences should be very clear and very appropriate and must be in the future perfect form. Turning on our pages of the book and coming on to page number 51, we have next exercise, which is choose the correct option from ones in the bracket to complete the popular saying. Find out their meanings from the dictionary and write them in your notebooks. So these are some popular saying that we use, idioms kind of. So your homework will be, you have to find the meaning of these sayings and write it in your notebooks. So first one is a sight for dash eyes, sore or blind. So it is a very popular saying, which is a sight for sore eyes. Next is a penny or a coin for your thoughts. So a penny for your thoughts. Next is curiosity killed the cat or dog. So you must be knowing this proverb. This is curiosity killed the cat. Borrowing or stealing one's thunder. This is stealing one's thunder. Running a blind eye on or to. So running a blind eye to. Alright, and the last one is beating around, about or above the bush. So beating around the bush. Coming on to the next exercise, it is a list of popular saying is given below. Can you match them with their meaning? So we have to match the popular saying with its meaning. So first one is back a favorite. This is support a competitor who is likely to win. This is already done. Give it one's best shot. This means to do the best. Put your efforts. So put in one's best efforts. Warm the cockle of one's heart. So provide a lot of happiness. Run shoulder to shoulder. Move at the same speed as another. Hang on to the tail. Follow someone close behind. Within arm's reach. This will be very close. Full steam ahead. Move as fast as possible. And last one is closing in. It will be approaching very near. This is the last exercise of this chapter. Using the story prompt and the picture given below, develop and write a story. It was only after the loud whistle, when the train lurched forward and began its long journey, did I realize just how difficult goodbyes are. So this is a picture. Okay, and this is the starting of the story from which you have to start. Use a story mountain to help plot your story. So you just have to be a little imaginative, a little hypothetical, and using this mountain, alright, like setting and characters. See, this is the picture of let's say your family have come to visit your grandfather, because according to the picture this man is old and is have come to see of the family, and this is a man, a woman and a kid. Let's say this kid is you. So you have come to visit your grandfather, and now your grandfather have come to see you. Your grandfather has come to see you off. So you can write your own story by using settings and characters, like what are the characters that were there in the story, goals, conflict or struggle, and the problems. What are the problems that you faced when you were traveling in your flight or your train or your bus or anything, but this is a train, so we'll have to write train only. Next is climax. What was the climax? I mean, how did you feel when you were about to reach? Or let's say you can also put that something happened, some kind of robbery or some kind of mishappening has happened, and how you have and how it has made an impact on your mind or something like this. And resolution to the problem. So we have to make sure that some problem was there in your traveling, and the end. So I think that you should try to write this story in your notebooks. Alright, and when I'll see you next, most probably in the online live classes, I'll give you this exercise. So I hope that you all have done your holiday homework, and if you still have not done, please kindly do it and complete your work till chapter number 3, since till chapter number 3 all the exercises, question answers and in-text questions, word meanings, everything is done. So in my next online classes I'll come up with the next poem, which is palm tree. So till then, I'll see you next week. Keep studying and take care of yourselves, and please do complete your work till chapter number 3. Thank you.